Oh, oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. Beetle chick. I see that. Okay, now let's see. No, son, I don't have time for you right now. Go. Beetle chick. I see that. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got to turn my sound thing. Seems like I think. Son, I don't have time for you right now. Okay, just a minute. Just a minute. Beetle chick. I see that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I got to turn my sound thing. Seems see, like I think I. Have time for you right now. There. Okay, now. Now then. Now then. I was talking to my son. he sent me a message. He sends me a message. I say, don't send me a message right now, but he sends them anyway. And then look at everybody out there tonight. Everybody out there with their smiley faces. I love it. And there's Bootsy, and there's Christy, and of course, Gail. Usually I'm talking to myself, Gail. Joy Robinson. I keep trying to use my mouse to scroll. Oh, my son is messaging me. He just said that Jay-Z is going to be bringing home his violin from school tomorrow. He's going to be learning the violin. I think that's very cool. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Beetle Chick, Sandy Rector, Barbara Batzer, Crafty Kitty, and Gale Air Conditioning. See, that's how I can I'll remember. I say Gale AC, that's air conditioning. And that's my Gale. Okay, Christy Essen, hello, and Bootsy. I know your name is Roy, but I do like Bootsy better. Okay, Roy is just too boring, so but Bootsy is cool. Okay, Crafty Kitty, Joy Robinson, Luz Mercado, yay. Sonia. Oh, Sonia is back. She was very ill with a bad viral infection, but back to see what I've missed. Well, I'm glad you are feeling better. I just started on antibiotics today, and hopefully they knock things out. Yep, knock things out. Yes. So, before I don't want to get any worse. We just got company today. And they're not staying with me, though. They're staying with my son. That's like 3 miles from here. And but I want to go see them. But they got a little 4-month-old baby, and oh, good grief, I don't want to give her my whatever I have. And so hopefully this antibiotic will knock it slap out of the wilderness. And Mary Jane. You can play the radio, Bootsy. That you know what? Actually, playing the radio takes skill because they used to have radios where you just kind of turn them off, change the channel, listen, turn it off when you're done. But nowadays, it's like rocket science to play the radio. Oh, hubby's having a hissy fit about something. Oh gosh, my brothers, I've always loved to sing, so I've always sang no matter what I'm doing. Even if I'm in bad mood, I'm singing. And so my brothers, they used to tell me that they wished they thought I should sing on the radio. They said you should sing on the radio, Scissor. They called me Scissor Lips all the time. Scissor Lips. I don't know why. I don't know if that was a term of endearment or if they was making fun of me. I'm not sure. And so I first took it as a very nice, like, term, something nice. And doggone, they said, then we can turn you off. They want me to sing on the radio so they could turn me off. I'm just checking something to see how many pages I can get out of. I'm going to show you what I'm doing in just a second. Just a second here. Later on today, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe never, you never know when, I'm going to, okay, then I want this to be 5.5, 5.5. Oh, no, I want this to be 8.5. So I got to try something. I have to try this and see if it's going to fit. Okay, now I got to put this thing away. Mary Jane, Anita Williams. Gosh, all my besties, I'm telling you, all of my besties, there you are. I'm going to try something because I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This is what this is going to be. I'm giving you plenty of advance notice. I have, this is unbelievable that I have over 5,000 subscribers. 5,000. Do you know what a big number that is? Could you imagine if I had $5,000 what I could do? But anyway, yes. And 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 so when I get up to 6,000, I want to have something really, really awesome to give away as a prize, although I do not have a clue as how I will give this prize away. But see this here book, how boring it is? It is boring. That is going to be the price. Hi, Trish. Yep, all is well with everybody, I hope. Good grief, I hope. That's what I say. I hope. Now, this is what I'm doing here, and this will work. Okay, this will work. Okay, so what I am doing is I am altering this book. Hi, Yvonne. I'm altering this book. My son, when he moved out of here like 2 years ago, he left a whole bunch of books. Well, I didn't get rid of them because I thought, well, maybe he'll change his mind and he might want to come back and get them. I mean, he might, want them later in life. And so I had them in the linen closet in the bathroom and in one of the bathrooms. And so I said, go in there and look through the books and see if there's any that you want. If you want them, get them, because the rest of them are going to change clothes or something. And so he went and he found a couple that maybe he might want. And so he says, the rest of them, just bring them to the thrift shop or whatever. So I'm taking the or whatever. Hi, Tina C. Tina C from the UK. I can tell by that flag. So what I'm going to do with this particular book right here, this one right here, I'll show you what I see. Now this is he reads weird books, so I don't need a shred of evidence. Now what I do when I take the book, okay, I'll take this check off. Most of his books, it used to be hard for me to destroy a book, but if they're, hi Lucinda, if they're dorky books, what the schmuck? Now, oh, you haven't received my letter, but you did receive my ATC card, right? Did you do that? Because I did send that, and even a little note with it. Yeah, I do not finish one thing before starting another. Oh yeah, geez, dorky books. Yeah, only dorky books. Now, what I do is I take. This is what I do. I might want to read this one. Okay, what I do with the book is I turn one page. Then what you should always do too is try to make sure you have a glued book, not one that's got not one that has got signatures, because a lot of times with the, hi Karen, with the signatures, you may pull the whole book apart. It might just all start falling apart. And so but although you can use them with signatures, you just be careful that you don't cut them too close to the sewing part of the signature. So, but what I do with mine is, okay, I turn one page and then I count 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then yes. Now I'm going to remove those 8 pages. And the way I do that is I take my metal ruler. It kind of makes your X-Acto knife go dull pretty fast, but it works. And then I slowly and carefully go along with my X-Acto knife, and I cut those 8 pages out. I go very slowly, very slowly, very slowly. And sometimes you got to go twice to make sure you got them all cut. And there's them 8 pages. Now we take those out of there. And then I flip over 2, 1, 2. Oh, do not give up on this craft stuff, Barbara. Barbara, I sent you a I know I sent you an ATC card with a note. And it's been quite a while. Doggone it. Okay, don't give up on crafting stuff. No. No, you're doing that for yourself. You need to do. Now, okay, see, now I've got 8. I got a page, 8 cut out, and another page. Well, I'm taking 2 pages. Okay, now I'm going to, and then I'm going to take 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I stick my ruler down there. My ruler. I jam it in there, nice and tight. And then I will go and I'll cut that and get those 8 pages out of there. And you got to be careful and watch what you're doing so you don't cut yourself. Because blood does not look good on a book. Doesn't, not at all. See there? Look, they are out of there. Then you've got all them pages to do, make other things. So then you go 2 and 8 more. And so then let me show you. Well, actually, I'm going to put this one right here because this one here is a little bit bigger. And I started on this one already. And I've got quite a few pages out of here. And so 1, 2. Since I'm right-handed, I hold it this way. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's Grin and Ferret. And the collection is amazing. I'm literally planning time this weekend to get caught up on thank you notes and posting. Oh, I am so glad. I see people, that are sending and the images that they've posted on the Facebook group, and oh my gosh, they are just beautiful. And I know the kids are loving them. Trish says, I've got a fairly large book, spine about 4 inches. I'll think I'll alter. Has anyone tried that big? Oh, 4-inch spine. Yeah, I think that would be awesome. Now, if you want, so I always go 8 pages. Some people go more than 8, some can go less than 8. but I always go with 8. I'm stuck on that number, I guess, for some reason. And so, yeah, I've done. This is a nice way of doing a book. This altering a book. Now, and what you do is like this here book was a discarded from our library system here back in October of 1999. It was discarded. And so I don't know why they discard books. I guess maybe if not enough people read them or something. I don't know. If they're not a real common author or something. So yeah, you know, a lot of times your library system will discard books that they have. Let me see. I got a 1. It's hard for me to count to 2 sometimes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, some people just go over to the Dollar Tree because you can buy hardback books at the Dollar Tree as well. Now, you don't have to use an X-Acto knife. You can tear the pages. A lot of people will just tear them out, which that works too. My thingy isn't going all the way down. My doohickey. My ruler. And I want to make sure I don't cut the pages below the ruler. And I want to go slow. If I go real fast, it'll slip and stab me in the belly. I don't want to do that. Let all the donuts out. Don't want to do that. Not really. I haven't had any junk food in 10 days. No sweets in 10 days. Which my doctor, well, today they just called me on the telephone with my blood results, my blood test results. They have people over that doctor's office, they get all panicky. You know how they are. They just get all panicky. They said, your blood sugar is out of control. I said, not today. It's not today. Oh, good grief. So they increased my blood. See, I don't take insulin. I just take like 2 little pills, but now I have to take 3 little pills. And but I said, I promise you, I got an appointment on the 1st of March. I said, when I come in there the next time, I'm going to weigh less. My sugar's going to be way down. My A1C is going to be way down. Because they said even my kidney numbers went up, which that can't be. No, they're imagining it. So I'm getting better. I am determined. Mine is glimepiride, what I take. I'll be taking 3. I take 2 now, but starting tomorrow, I'll be taking 3. Morbidly high, yeah. They say I'm morbidly obese, but then they say my husband's morbidly obese. And he wears size 34 in the waist. And he ain't nowhere near morbidly obese. Now me, I'm fluffy. Yeah. Yeah, the kidneys. Well, I've been at stage 3. I have stage 3 kidney disease, but there's 5 stages. And although I understand I can't get it any better, I can keep it from getting worse. So, yeah, I don't want it to kill me. I can't. I've got too many craft supplies. I cannot afford to croak. Yeah, and Anita, you take 2 metformin a day? Yes. Hi, Spanky. Yeah, I don't want to be killed. I've got like craft supplies, unfinished craft projects. And I got to get them done. So I am determined. And so okay, wait a minute. And I got it. Where am I at right here? And that one goes there and that one goes here. And oh, I was counting 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, but I'm telling you, you all know, most of all, you know that my bestest friend in the whole wide world, she passed away 10 days ago. That's right. And um, complications from diabetes is what took her. Just she was fine in the morning, dead in the afternoon. I know that sounds a little morbid, but it is very true. Hi, Di Di. Um, so I believe in angels and I believe people's spirits are around. I know that might be goofy to some, but I promised my friend, I promised her, I promised her, I said 2 hours after she died, I said, you know what, Mary, for you, I am going to watch what I eat. I'm going to test my blood sugar on a regular basis. I am not going to eat junk food. I'm not going to starve myself half the day and then start eating at 4 o'clock and eat till I go to bed. And so, and that's kind of what I do. Well, I'm not doing that anymore. I am, and I'm going to do this. I swear I'm going to do this. And so far it's been 10 days. Today is day 10. And I, yeah, I was talking to another one of our friends today, you know, today is another, there's 5 of us that have been hanging out for all these years. And Nina, my one friend, she's 88 today is her birthday. She's 88. Healthy as a horse. And so, hi, Kathy. And so, so yeah, we're talking today about, you know, what we can do to remember our Mary because we loved her so, so much. And two, oh, I got to put 2 over here. And so, but that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to take care. I am going to take care of my health. Yeah, uncontrolled. Hubby's brother had uncontrolled diabetes. And diabetes is something that it's almost like hidden. At least if you have a broken leg, you know your leg is broken. But there's a lot of people, hi Lottie Faith, there's a lot of people who have got illnesses that are hidden. You don't see them on the outside. And so people think, okay, you look just fine. And maybe they even act just fine, but they have underlying problems. That's what diabetes is. And it can just rob you of everything in just a blink of an eye. So Trish, are you having a birthday today? Oh, that is wonderful. Happy birthday, Trish. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Trish. Happy birthday to you. That's our Trish. Yep. They say the more birthdays you have, the longer you live. So it's good to have plenty of birthdays. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So have all the birthdays you can possibly have. Your dad had brittle diabetes. It wasn't pretty. I've never heard of that. Wow, brittle diabetes. Brittle just doesn't sound good, period. But yeah, today they told me they want he says check your blood sugar at least 3 times a day. He wants me to monitor my blood pressure and my blood pressure is fine. I'll monitor that because it's fine. And also I have that thing you put on your finger to check your oxygen levels, and that's always good. It's always above 95, so it's always good. So I really am healthy. They just don't know it. My blood sugars just don't know it. Then they said I have a UTI. So antibiotics for that. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. I don't worry about it too much though. Nah. Because if I worry about it and cry over it, ain't gonna get no better. It ain't going to get no better. My sister passed away. One reason was ketoacidosis. Does that, now that's sounding familiar, like it is something to do with diabetes. Hi, Jennifer Dalton. Hi there, everyone. Been listening while it's making a flow. Chronic illness is very hard to live with. My thyroid and immune system is awful. Yes. Oh my gosh. When your immune system goes belly up, you catch anything that's going around. Yes, it does, Kathy. It affects every part of your body. Yvonne Moore says she saw an obit last month. The lady was 97, and the obit says she died from the effects of too many birthdays. Oh my goodness sakes. That is funny. Too many birthdays. But see, then you think, thank God, praise the Lord, she had a good life if she lived to be 97. But they say if you eat healthy, eat healthy and exercise. That's what you need to do. Eat healthy and exercise. But you still die in the end. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh about that. I shouldn't, and I'm not gonna. I'm done. I'd retract that statement. I'd retract that laugh. But yes, it's this is a point where you just remember the good times. My mom and dad has been gone long enough now that the hurt part is like softened. I still miss them like the Dickens, and there's times that I really need, especially my dad. Me and my dad were really close. And I feel like I need him, But, you start remembering all of the good times and the funny things. And I think the older you get, then the more you remember. And so I had to get my birth certificate here recently just so I could so I can get an ID. I have to get an ID because my driver's license expired, and I don't drive anymore. And it said on my birth certificate he was a farmer. When I seen that, because it puts father's occupation, and he's a farmer. He was a farmer. That just warmed my heart because he was a carpenter after we weren't farming anymore, and so just to read that he was a farmer just brought back so many memories. Excuse me when I have to blow my nose, but it's better than sniffing. Okay, let's see. So this here is going to end up being, and I gotta make it perfect because it's going to be a giveaway when I get 6,000 subscribers. Your dad is 90. Wow. My dad died at 63, so I'm okay with it. He would have been 100 today. He never got to retire and work 6 days all my life. My dad was 62 when he passed. My dad was 61. My mom was 62. My mom and dad had just got home from vacation on Sunday, and my dad was getting ready to go to work on Monday when he had a massive heart attack and took his life. My mother was at work. She was a nurse and she was at work, and she passed away at work. Just a blood clot, that was it. And so you just never know. But both of my oh, your dad was killed 2 weeks before retirement. Oh my gosh, Kathy. Yeah, my dad was so looking forward to retirement. He said, I can just go fishing and fish all day long. Well, hopefully they got a river in heaven because he needs to be fishing. My brother went young. He was 47. And he had Lou Gehrig's, which took his life. Yeah, silent killers. Yep. Yeah. Hmm. It's just you know, it's sad that death is a part of life. But and so, that's why right now they say right now you're living your dash. So they put on your headstone the year you were born, dash, and the year you died. So you're living your dash. So you do the very, very best you can to live a good and happy life. Oh, your dad turned 91, 16 days before he died. Wow. 91. And see, that's a good age. That's a good age. I mean, even then, you're never ready. It's not like it's always heartbreaking. I mean, when my husband passed, my first husband, he was only 54. And we knew he was going to pass. He had early onset Alzheimer's disease, and he was really slowly getting to the end. So we all knew if this is what's going to happen. I thought I was prepared. I said I can deal with this. And but you're never ready. You might think you're ready. You're never ready for that last breath. You are not. And even still, my first husband, he's been gone since 97. So he's been gone 22 years. And there are still times that I miss him so bad. Oh my gosh. And it's times like when our great grandchildren are doing something, like he never knew his great grandchildren. He only knew two of his grandchildren. And even then I don't know if he really knew them because he was already sick. And so, but when I see what our grandchildren are doing, especially, then I really miss my husband saying. But then I feel like he's in a corner up there watching. He might be sitting up there in that cobweb. Oh, there is a cobweb up there. You just never know. Never long enough. Yeah. Anita's mom was 93. Isn't that wonderful? Like I say, you don't want to see them go, but when they live that long of a life after you get over the hurt. It's cobwebs, yes. You ought to see my house. It's very vintage. Yeah, vintage. I call it vintage. They say that your house is not a home until you can write your name in the dust. Your dad's mom lived to be over 102. That is wonderful. That's amazing, Gail. That's amazing. Boy, she's got a lot of stories to tell up there in heaven. Yeah. Of course, she'll say, "Do you remember when?" Yup. My house is vintage. I'm telling you, I used to be so OCD. I used to, and when my kids was always running around, when they were just nothing but curtain climbers and crumb snatchers. How did I do it? How did I keep my house clean and tidy and neat all the time? Food, I cooked 3 times a day, and laundry stayed done. I did a lot of baking and all when my kids were little. Now the kids are all gone, and I've just gotten lazy. I'm telling you, but I don't see any reason why I have to do any of that stuff. So 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm almost to the end of this here book. My mom is 82 and she's outdoes me. She's always doing this and that. Isn't that something? I worked in a retirement home. I just call them retirement homes. It was an assisted living facility. But there was a lady that she lived there, and when I left there, I think she was about 97. And this lady was in a wheelchair. Her hands were so crippled up with arthritis that they just were just curled up. Fingers went in every direction. And that lady would get them knitting needles in her hand, and she made the most beautiful baby outfits. She was always making baby outfits, and she stayed busy all the time. All the time. She was constantly knitting with those crippled up hands. And I would watch her, and she inspired me like you wouldn't believe. I mean, that those hands gave her pain, but she didn't care. She just went and done it anyway. And so that's like your mom, Lucinda. Just keep on trucking. But then I have seen people that, they turned 50 years old and said, I'm too old to do that. I can't do that anymore. Stuff, just stuff. Your 86-year-old dad gets around much faster than you do. And see, how does that work? Yeah. Let's see. Kathy says, we had more energy then, Lizzie. Now one day with a 2-year-old, and I need a week to recover. Oh, yes, but your 2-year-old is he is so adorable. I I loved watching the videos when you all were camping. When you all were camping and he was running around and you was all trying to keep up with him. Oh my gosh, he's just so adorable, that little man. He's adorable. Yep. That's like my little Jeffrey. I've had him a lot since birth. He's now 10, and he can just do anything on his own. He doesn't need me anymore. Hello, Susan Heal. Why do you want to go, honey? Susan, just hang out. Just hang out. Don't run off. You always do that. Don't run off, Susan. And but like little Jeffrey, he's 10 years old. And I miss that I don't have to run after him. I miss that. He can take care of himself. He can make his own toast. Well, I still make his hot chocolate for him because he said I make it the best because I put creamer in it to make it even more creamier. And he said I make the best hot chocolate, so I'll make his. He lets me do that. He put or his mama did, but on our group, he he did pet rocks. Him and his mama did pet rocks, and so they posted a picture on our Scrapping Unicorns group of him and his pet rocks. And after he was finished with his pet rocks, he took the rocks for a walk in the neighborhood. Yeah, that's Jeffrey. Oh, he's as goofy as his grandmother. Who's his grandmother? It's the other one. Not really. He sure is a goofy child. But yeah, they did the pet rocks. He put pictures up. Or actually, I told my daughter, put them in the group. I want to see them in there. And so she did. So you'll have to check out his pet rocks. Be sure and leave him a message. Tell him they're gorgeous pet rocks. And then he carried a lot of them to school. He filled his pockets up with his pet rocks and gave them away. He said even kids he didn't even know wanted one of his pet rocks. He put googly eyes on them. Yep. Yes, Kathy, how are you doing? I'm glad you're not like dead and stuff. I'm telling you, poor Miss Kathy has the police coming to her house. See if she's alive. Of course she's alive. I hope they find whoever made that phone call, though. I certainly do. Little turkeys. Some people do stuff like that. I hope, I was thinking too, what if it was a real phone call and they just get the wrong house, and maybe somebody really was kind of like history. I hope not. Okay, now I'm going to do this. I'm just going to cut these. And then these will be, yeah. But it is good that they came right out and checked. Oh, yeah. A lot of times. Oh, Susan, did you see Jeffrey's rocks? Yeah, they got it. It's kind of weird how the picture looks because their kitchen table is glass. So you see right through the table. But yeah, him and his mama they did a lot of rocks, and then he had to take them for a walk. His pet rocks went for a walk. The other day, when he was here, it was raining, and he come in with a wild flower. He pulled it up, roots and all, and he said, and he planted it in a pot, in a paper cup, and he put dirt in it and everything. And he named it January. That was the flower's name. And he just carried it everywhere he went. If he went coming here with me, he had it with him. If he was in the living room, he had it with him. No matter where he went, he brought his cup with him. Well, the flower died a couple of days ago. My daughter said he was so brokenhearted because January died. He went and buried it. Oh, my poor grandson. Okay, now, so now you see how much I've taken out. So now this is how many pages. There's not a whole lot in there, but see how it's tight here. I mean, we've got a lot of space. So when I start filling the pages, it's going to go back to its shape. My granddaughter dialed 911 at the age of 18 months. The police came in after finding all was well. He gave her a sticker. Now she wants to call 911 for stickers and she's 4. Oh my goodness. At first we thought it was funny because we thought they had the wrong house. But when they made us go out of the house to search it and held guns on you, I did not know they held guns on you. Oh my God, I wonder you didn't die of a stroke right then. But they didn't find no dead bodies, apparently. Oh my gosh, I did not know that part. I missed that part. Oh my gosh. Oh, poor Kathy. Oh my goodness sakes. Well, I do hope that they find or have found or will find the person trying to cause that trouble. Oh my gosh. Okay, now let me show you what I'm going to do here. This is how I put my pages together, though. Now, once I get, when you hear the cops yelling, "Sheriff, show yourself," we were outside. When you hear that, yeah, did you go out the door with your hands up? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness sakes. Now, okay, so now I'm going to take one of these sheets that I just cut out. I'm going to fold it half. I'm going to fold it in half. This is how I put my pages together. So now I take, see here, I took the first and second page. Now I'll take this page. Now here's where I cut those 8 pages out, and then I take the next page. And what I will do is I'm going to glue. I'm going to take just a bit of glue. See, I don't like to have all the glue all over the page because it kind of rankles it or something, you know, and something it didn't, sometimes it just doesn't go straight. So I just take a small bead of glue across the top and a small bead of glue across the bottom. Now in between, that's where I cut those 8 pages out. And so now I'm going to glue. Now I mash them together. Okay, so those two are together. But now on the edge, I'm going to take this piece that I folded, and that's going to go on the edge like this. So what I do is I take that glue and I go onto these 3 sides of the one side. Okay, and it goes on this way. Center it just right on there. And then I will do the same on the other side. Do you see that? So I'm adding that one page, although it's not like a page, but it's a page, but it's not making a page. And but see, then the edges of your pages are actually a folded piece. And I like that edge like that. It gives it a real finished look for the the edges of your papers, the edges of your pages. So it's going to take me a while to finish this, but I want to make it very special. I want to make it very special. I don't know yet, like I say, how I'm going to choose a winner when I reach 6,000. And I may never reach 6,000, and then I'll just keep it for myself. You never know about those things. Okay, so what you're doing is you're taking those 2 pages that sandwich those cutaway pieces in the center. Okay, oops, look at there. I forgot to glue this part. See, I forgot a step. See, I first take and put a bead of glue at the bottom. I put a bead of glue at the top. And then hi, Deborah. Boy, there's a lot of Deborahs. Deborah Collet or Colette, but I'm kind of thinking maybe it's a Collet. And so, and then I take that piece. Okay, and then I'm going to put that on the edge. It just really gives it a nice edge on there. And then what I'm going to do then, well, you'll see what I do, but I'll tell you, I measure. Okay, let me just glue this one so I can kind of show you. The way I do it. Now, and a lot of people do altered books, and I think everybody has got their own little special way. Hi, did I say hi to you, Ray? I can't miss saying hi to you, Ray. Little C. Oh, that's Carrie. Hi. Yes. Little C is in the house. Okay, now. So, yeah, I just love those page edges like this. I think that makes really nice, neat pages. And then, okay, I had cut a couple pieces of paper. Where did I put them? Lost them. Oh, here. See, now what I do once I get all these glued together then, is I will I cut these papers a half an inch, or did I do a quarter of an inch? Smaller. I measure the paper here. I measure the page. My page, I think, was 9 by 6. So the pages in this book, yes, are 9 by 5.5. Okay, so I think I need to cut this a little bit smaller. And so what I do is every one of these pages will have paper glued to the page. This book, I want it to be all like nature. So it'll be nature. So there'll be plants, there'll be animals, there'll be butterflies, moths, that kind of thing is what's going to be in this book. And so, but every one of these pages will, I'm going to cut that just a little bit more narrow because that's going to be just a little wide. But I want just a little bit of the, oh, yeah, see, I got to cover up that. There's a word there. So you won't be able to tell what the words are because you're only going to see about a quarter of an inch of the text on the edge. And so once the pages are, and I think I'm going to round the corners too of these papers that I put. And so yeah, so that's what I'm doing now is I'm just getting my pages ready. And then I'll have pockets and I'll have flips. And once I have those kind of things all in the book, then the book will fatten up again. I don't want to make it like real fat. I don't want to make it a real fat book. I just want it to be, you know, get back to its normal width, I think. It might get a little bit thick, but we'll see what happens. But I want to put edgings on. It's gonna be pretty. I'll guarantee you it's gonna be pretty. And yeah. So how should I do that? How would you pick a winner? How would you figure that? I'm trying to think, what should I do? Because how do you pick a winner? You know, the one with the biggest feet? Yeah, I don't know. I have to work on that. If you only how, you know, other people have done, I guess I have to see what other people have done, you know, to pick a winner. But because one winner out of 6,000 people, yeah, your odds is pretty rough. But yeah, so y'all be thinking about that for me. Because I want everybody to be a winner, but I don't want to just ignore it. And I am not, so I'm not sure. Not sure. Not sure at all. Not at all. A small village. Pick whichever one is named Yvonne Moore. There you go. Pick the one who lives closest to you. There you go. Yes, neighbor Kathy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is better than the lottery, and people still keep buying them lottery tickets. My hubster, he buys 5 scratch offs a week. And this week, one of them was a winner for $2. But you know what I found? Those things are 2.5 inches by 4 inches. So I cut 1/2 an inch off the end, and it is exact. Pick the oldest man in your chat. And so I cut 1/2 inch off the end of the losing tickets, and I have got a base for an ATC card. I said, see, so they don't go to waste. No, you won't go to waste. Name of this book was River of Darkness. Sir, this man, and I say, man. He glanced up at Samson because okay, I want to read that. I want to read it. Nope, not going to read it. So, yeah. Hi, Dawn. Oh, thank you, Dawn. You're so sweet. Oh, pick someone who sings to you sometimes. Yes. Like Lucinda has sang to me. I just love her singing. I love the songs she picks. Yep. Singing is good. Good for the soul. Gosh, my foot's going to sleep. Dang it. Why does my foot want to go to sleep? Yeah, I'm gonna give it some thought. I got time, I think, because unless I get a lot of subscribers really, really fast, but I don't think I think it's about right now it's like 33, I mean 53 or 5400. I don't know. I don't check it too often. Usually somebody will say something and then I say, oh my gosh, I can't believe that. And so I was never popular in high school or in school, period. I was never like one of the popular ones. And now it's at least 5,400. Oh, wow. So now I need to go to my class. They got the class thing. You can go to your class, and I'll put a link to my YouTube and say, can you see me now? Some of my kids were having trouble with ABC order, so I began singing the alphabet song to them in opera style. You'd have thought I'd grown 5 heads. Oh, I bet that was awesome. Opera style. You betcha. You got it, Miss Kingeren. I bet you are like the most awesome teacher ever. There are programs that generate numbers randomly that people use for that sort of thing. Yeah, that's probably what I'll have to do. That's probably what I'll have to do. Something like that. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. I'll just say, I'll tell everybody, start driving to my house. Whoever gets here first, it's your book. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Oh, that would be Kathy. Oh, goodness me. I saw you posted one about doing crochet chain stitch. I know how to do that very well, or I would have watched. Knock, knock, you're at the door. Too early. You're going to have to spend a few months here. Um, oh, goodness me. So I'll be working on this, probably not like always on Thursday nights, but on other videos that I put in here and there, and so you can keep up with what it is. And in the meanwhile, who knows? I might think about how I'm going to give it away. I may. I just may. But even the random pickers, I don't know, unless I do a giveaway show and you have to be there. That might be that you have. Oh no, it's telling me I've only got 15% battery. Wait a minute, I gotta fix that. Now, why didn't I have that plugged in? Now, see, every time when I think I got everything just perfect, it's not. So I plug that in. Plug in the magic cord. It's almost like the magic bus. There we go. The magic bucks. That makes me think of that. A magic bus now will always make me think of Pat. She's up there in the cold tundra of St. Cloud. I was going to say Florida, Minnesota, but she's having her treatment tonight. So she's sitting in a chair with an IV stuck in her arm. But she said that she really knows all there is about the magic bus now because she babysits a little girl that likes to watch the magic bus. The magic bus. I imagine now because see, Pat, she takes a bus in a lot of places she goes. So I bet she might even be able to sing the song about the magic bus while she's writing. Um, when I did my last giveaway, I gave away journals, or my last big giveaway was when I met up with 2,000 subscribers. And I had it open to anybody at all in the world. And I sent out a lot of them overseas. And yeah, the postage was high, but I had fun. It was fun. And so, but it was fun. And I might have more than just this book. I might have a few other things too. You never know. Because in when I did my last one, I don't know if anybody of you was there, but I was only at first it started I was going to give away one boho journal. I ended up giving away like 6 boho journals and a bunch of other stuff. Bunch of other stuff. So it was fun. It was fun. I got memories of that. Over in North Indiana, our wind chill was down in the minus 50s the past few days. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Well, Deborah, we all have to understand that when we send out happy mail, do not expect anything in return. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's what I've been sending out just envelopes lately because you can put pretty much in an envelope to send off with one postage stamp. And so, yeah, the postage does get up there. Oh, there's Mark. Hi, Mark. Yes. Yeah, she goes 3. Well, let's see, she's in 2 hours ahead. So over there right now, here it's almost 10 o'clock. At her house, it's almost 8 o'clock. So yeah, she has I think it's Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, something like that. But yeah, I guess because a lot of people that might need these kind of treatments might work or something, and so they have nighttime treatments. But she usually watches. She's got us going on her phone, but she's hooked up to IV, so she can't type. Oh, Deborah, you keep sending and never get anything back. You know, yeah, I have not. I get a lot, and I have not sent to everybody that I have gotten things from. I try to send out thank you notes. I don't even get them out. I don't even get them out. And when I do send out happy mail, I certainly do not expect to get anything back. In in fact, I forget who I sent mail to. So now that I'm sending out the cards, the ATC cards, I'm kind of writing a list of who I do send to because, and not because I expect anything back from them, but so that I try to um, send to different ones each time. So usually when yes, I've got cat mail from you, Kathy. You've sent me happy mail. I don't think I've sent you a flipping thing. I probably didn't even send it, but but I'm trying what I want to do is make sure I get everybody on the address list, uh um an ATC. Now, and I even there's some now as I look through the addresses, I can see that there's some that have put their addresses in there, but I have never seen them post anything the on the group. That's not going to stop me because then if I see that I have not seen that they've posted, I will send a little note and say, we miss you, come back and see us, and something like that, and so I'm not going to leave them ones out. But that's a nice thing about doing small happy meals like that, because a small little happy meal will make you, I think, just as happy as if somebody bought you a Lamborghini. And so I don't want no Lamborghini. I don't drive. But yeah, and so my goodness, and so if somebody was to get a ATC and they say, who is this? And they'll go, oh, that's right, the unicorns. They'll say, I gotta check them out. So Facebook is removing people from groups who do not visit them in the past few months now. Really? Huh. Well, I wonder why that is. I would think that would be up to the group administrators because so far I've just been lurking on ATCs. You just keep lurking, Lucinda. There are some people, you just keep on lurking because if a lot of times I have got a live stream going, but I might be doing something like this. And then and so I guess I'm lurking, but I'm still learning, I'm paying attention, and I may never ever say anything in the chat, but I am joining. And so, but even still, for the people who don't, that you don't hear anything from, that's in the group, I don't think it would hurt to send one small envelope just to say hello, because we don't know why they're not joining in. And I think it should be up to the administrators to decide who, not Facebook, to decide who can or cannot be in your chat. I mean, in your group. I've only sent a few happy mails, but I really don't want anything back. I have so much stats of all kinds. My kids are going to be so angry with me when I'm gone. They have to purge my stuff. Oh, they can have a yard sale and make some money. Just tell them to have a nice yard sale. Yard sales are good down here. Yeah. You will be around, so hey, they can't complain to you. Yep. You'll be watching them from a little cobweb in the corner. Oh, who I miss somebody here. I think so. I think so. BJ, I can't type either. I don't know who Oh, BJ Andrews. Hi, another lurker. I love lurkers. I love lurkers because lurkers are just people waiting in line. Just come on in. Just come on in, sit right down. That's right. Because everybody here is just kind of laid back, you know. There's nobody pretty fancy here. Nobody's fancy. There's nobody fancy here. Well, Bootsy, he's kind of fancy, but other than Bootsy, okay, if you guys hear I die, watch for an estate sale because hubby says he is selling off all my craft stuff first to have room to move. Yeah, uh-huh. And he'll probably sell it for what you told him you paid for it, right? Oh yeah. I've been telling my kids what this stuff costs. I said, now don't you be selling this for something cheap. This can cost me 20 bucks. Don't be selling it for 50 cents. But then, gosh, could you imagine if somebody come to my yard sale and they were getting all this stuff for like really cheap? Yeah, I'd be a famous angel. They'll say, boy, I'm glad she died and left me this. But anyway, Mona Stevens is a lurker. I'm busy cutting and edging hearts for Happy Mails, but I'm listening to every word. Mona Stevens, I just love you. Okay, Mona Stevens, you're the one. Mona, are you the one that lives up there in Georgia? Do you live in Georgia? Do you live in Georgia? Athens? Athens, Georgia? I think Mona lives in Athens. I'm not real positive, but I think she does. I think somebody lives in Athens, Georgia. Susan Tobin says, I tell my kids, call my knitting buddies and card making buddies before you get rid of my stuff. Yes. What did I drop in the floor? Oh, my lotion. Gosh, my floor is getting full. Yes, Athens. Okay. That's what see, my memory's getting better. Oh yubbity, yubbity. Yes, and that is where my kids went. They went to Helen, Georgia. They said it is the most beautiful, beautiful place they've ever been. The waterfalls up in that area. Yes. And they loved it up there. They said they want to go back again, but they only spent 3 days up there this time. They want to go back where they can spend a lot more time. They said it was the best vacation they ever had. And they just never dreamed that there was something that beautiful in Georgia. That, you know, that they said it was, what was the name of the park? I can't remember the name of the park, but they stayed in a barrel cabin. Yes. Yeah, I should go with them and then come see you. Oh, how wonderful that would be. Oh, there's a page I got a little bit close to the edge. So I guess that part of Georgia is like the foothills of the mountains. The mountain of the Appalachian Mountains, I guess. I don't know. And Susan is in Michigan. Okay, Susan, you're like by the lake, right? You're by Lake Michigan. Yep, that's my son. He's like there in Michigan. He's in Allendale. Lookout Mountain, you can see 7 states on the top. Wow. That would be amazing. And Gail, you're by Lake Michigan too. Yeah, it's a big lake. Oh, oh my gosh, my Blue Ridge, Georgia. My son was sending me little videos. He sent me a video while he was driving to work. He had his phone up on the dashboard. Oh my gosh, did that look scary. That looked scary with him going to work. And whenever a truck would pass, especially a big truck, and blow that, because he wasn't driving fast, but then big truck go by him driving fast, and it would, like, the whiteout would be, you couldn't see anything. You could not see the hood of his car. And he used some inappropriate language in there. He says, I'm sorry for my language. He said, and I said, sounds to me like that at that moment that language was appropriate. Bless his heart. He wants so bad to move to Florida. He's been trying to save up so he can move to Florida and get a house here. So every time he gets some saved up, then something happens. Mark wants to know, are you gluing all the edges of the book? Mark, what I've done here is I've taken out 8 pages, and then I skip 2 pages, take out 8 more pages, skip 2 pages, take out 8 more pages. And then once I got all of them out, I started putting, okay, now, like, this is one of the pages I took out. So I'm folding it in half, and I'm gluing this one half first, and these folded in half papers are going on the edges of the pages, like this, which makes a nice finished edge to your page that looks very nice on the edges like this. So now I'll go to the next one. Now what I'll have is I'll have a page. Thank you, Cheryl. My purple polish, I gotta fix it up. Now I have a page, and then here you can see where I took out those 8 pages. And then I have one of the next 2 that I left. And so I glue them just across the top and the bottom. I like not having glue in the middle because it leaves the page flatter, and it leaves yes, it matches our hair, Spinky. We're the purple people eater here. Okay, see, then I put the glue across this. I didn't put no glue here, but then I take one of the pages I cut out, cut it, fold it in half this way, and then that is going on the edge. So that closes up the edge and puts a finished feel to the edge of that one page. So the edge is, I love how the edges look. I mean, look how nice. I just love how they look. But now each page will then be covered. If you come in late, each page then will be covered with decorative paper. This particular book, I'm going to do it all in nature, a nature theme. And so each page is going to have a piece of paper, because I measured, my pages are 9 inches by 5.5 inches. So I cut my paper 8 inches, no, 8.5 inches by 5 inches. And so then and I'm going to round the corners too of these papers. And then every page will have something glued to it. And all the papers that I've chosen have got like a nature theme to it. So it'll cover up the whole page, but you'll still see the edges. You'll still see print, book print on the edges of the pages. And so I like doing it that way. It just seems, I just love it. It just, it, I don't know how many pages I'll end up with in here, but by the time I put pockets on here, or maybe flip outs on here, or what, or and all the papers that I'm going to put on, it's going to thicken up again. So it will become, it'll become the same width. I won't make it real fat. See how these pages are, they're just pages. Here they're more substantial or something. And I love doing it this way. I think it's a real awesome. I haven't seen anybody else do it this way. And in fact, I just kind of was doing it once and I said, that how can I fix those edges so they fit better? But I'm not saying that nobody else has done it, because it very well could be that other people do it too. I will never lay claim to anything as my invention. I tried to tell people I was an inventor of the light bulb. They don't believe me. So, yeah, I didn't invent the light bulb. So anyhow, I learn from everybody, but after you do things for a while, then sometimes things just pop in your head. And you say, oh, let's try it this way. And sometimes you might be the first one that thought of it that way. So it's good to let somebody else know. Somebody might say, well, I've been doing it that way for 100 years. Well, fine then. Well, fine. Have the weirdest requests. I get weird requests from people because I get a lot of little messages, which I love getting my little messages. But makes me feel special. But people go to watch my old videos and they say, why do you not do your videos like you did your old ones, where we can see you and not just your hands? And so I thought, well, you know what I might do? I might change things around here a little bit, because like right now I've got plans to make a doll. I'm going to be making a doll. In fact, this and this is a paper towel holder. I stole it out of the kitchen. It's okay if the paper towels is just laying on the counter. And then this is a creamer bottle. I want to make a doll out of this. But the thing about with your camera above, you can't really see what I'm doing. So I am going to, not that I want you to see me, because most of the time yes, art glitter glue. If you asked about this glue, I love this glue. And also, if you look under the video, you will see where on my Amazon link, I've got it on my Amazon link. If you want to look there for it. If you don't want to look for it, it's in hundreds of places. But yeah, so I'm thinking I'm going to do that. I'm going to put my camera so it kind of goes sideways a little bit too, where you can still see what I'm doing. Not that you can see much of me. I don't want you to see a whole lot of me. But sometimes I don't have no makeup on and stuff. Linda Green, hello. Linda Green, that sounds like a new name to me. It's always good to see new names. Sharon Walton. See, that looks like a new name too, Sharon Walton. I love new friends. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver, the other is gold. And keep in mind too that we have got a group on Facebook. If you all aren't on my Facebook, um, we started a group that's called it's called something. Oh, Scrap and Lizzie Unicorns, and it's on Facebook. And we are having a lot of fun on that group. The group is evolving to be something special because we're sort of like adopting children, and it that wasn't even planned. We we didn't even plan to do this adopting children thing. It just sort of evolved. And now I've heard of uh, we have we have we've adopted Miss Kieran's class, which they're up in Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, one of them states. And we have adopted them, and we send ATCs to them. There's another group of children that are in Uganda. And now I'm working on that, like, especially in the summertime when we're not sending cards to Miss Kieran's class because they're out of school for the summer, then I want to send cards to Uganda. Now, Uganda is going to be a little bit more pricey because, of course, the postage. But even still, if you could send probably 3 ATCs, we would have to make ATCs that are not real thick and bulky, and you can send even just 3 ATCs to. Hi, Sassy T. Good to see you. I mean, you could send them to Uganda, and or maybe somebody would collect them and then send the package to Uganda that would want to volunteer to do that too. And then there was one other, somebody else mentioned another group. And I thought, oh my goodness, I'll have to remember who that was. Somebody sent me a message and talked about another group. And it was also a disability, a group of children with disabilities. And the group that Sheila Bates. Hi there, Sheila. Um, the group in Uganda is just a group that just near about has nothing. And I feel a very closeness to that group. And one of our girls, um, wait a minute, one of our girls, what's her name? Oh, how come it's gone from my head? Um, Pat, Pat, Patricia Stubbs. She has went to Uganda and actually saw these children and this group and these people that are helping these children in Uganda. I want our group to be able to help them. You know, most groups, they look out for each other, they help each other. Yes, Patricia Stubbs. And that is all good. But there's something about this idea of reaching out to others, especially children, because children are our future. And if we can do one kind thing for a child, one kind thing for a child can change their whole way of life, their whole way of thinking. And I just love it. I just love the idea. I love it. And so, and I think that's what our group is going to turn into mostly, is not just only ourselves, not, I mean, I'm going to continue doing all my crafts, but the ATCs are just small little something that we can all do. And we can all do, and yes, we can all do it. We can all, and we can all share in it. It's not like we're not sending, we don't have to spend a lot of money. I mean, because an ATC card you can make out of near about anything. And just you know, just we want some heft to them, not just a piece of paper. We would like for it to be like cereal box. Use a cereal box and cut a 2.5 by 3.5 inch piece from the cereal box, and then decorate it up, paint it, glue stuff to it, anything. And so you don't even need new stuff. Oh, I'm at the last page. Is this wonderful or what? And so yeah, I love the idea, and it was like it came up, it just to us in a chat. Yes, we have passed the torch to our future adults. That is right. And and if everybody can do just a little bit, what a difference it'll make. So I love it. I just love it. And so I just love this group, and that's why. I mean, that is, and like I said, we never planned it. I didn't plan it that way. It didn't, it just like it evolved to that. And now I want it to be like almost like the oh, what would you call it for our group? Our I don't know, something special. It's special. So, and I know the children will remember it forever. We are the world. We are the children. Um, what I'm doing by gluing the book pages to the edges, Cindy, is I've got 2 pages together. I glued the pages together along the edge, and then I took along the top and the bottom. Then I took along the edge, I folded a piece of paper and put that on the edge. And then you see, do you see now? I just put the last one in, and look at how the edges of the papers look. The pages are. See how the edges of the pages are? They're, they look better than, like, see, this is a book. And if you were, I'm going to do this one the same way. I've already started this one too, taking pages out. But if you were to just glue 2 pages together, the edges, sometimes they don't come up like exactly straight and whatever. And so by putting this folded piece on the edge, it gives you more heft or something to it. So there, I've done all the pages that were left. Now I took out I took 8 pages, then skipped 2, 8 pages, skipped 2, and I'm going to be working on this book until it's finished. So I'm going to video that, excuse me, as I go along. And this book is going to be a giveaway when I get to 6,000 subscribers, which I got a ways to, hopefully I have time. Hi, Bonnie. And so that means I need like, that means I still need to get like 600 or 700 still. Let's see, what do I have in pages? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have 20 pages. So I used an X-Acto knife to tear now you can just tear them. But like this, when I started this book, and what I do is, okay, see now there, I cut out 8 pages right there. Then I'll flip 2 pages, and then I'll count 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, then the way I do it anyway is I take my ruler that just grew legs and walked away. Oh, here it is. It walked back. I put that ruler there. Okay, and then I take my X-Acto knife, and then I cut with my knife, making sure I don't cut my fingers off. And so you just go slow and cut those 8 pages off. There you go. And those are gone. And so then after cutting those 8 pages off, then these, yeah. So then these 2 pages will glue together and sandwich in where you cut those 8 pages out. So then when you start, every one of these pages now is going to get, how much time? What time is it? It's only 10:30. Okay. Okay, so now, and of course we don't throw our pages away because we make envelopes out of them. We make so many things you can do with these papers. And but what I'm gonna now, I want to get my, God, somebody came in here and made a big fat mess. I want to, I cut that one piece a little short. I mean a little long. I cut it a little long. I said I wanted it, I cut it at 5.5 and I only wanted at 5 1/4. Okay. Now this here paper, these 2 pieces that I have right here are kind of heavy. I really don't want to use heavy paper because, so I really have to dig through my papers a little bit more and use, because I'm going to make, my book is going to be nature themed. I don't usually do theme books at all, but I am on this one. So because my pages in that book are 5.5 by 9, I'm cutting these 5 1/4 by 8.5. By 8.5, yes. And so 5 1/4 by 8.5. I might want them only 5 by 8.5. I want to try the 5 1/4 and see how that goes. See how that one goes. Let me see. I think I'll do this one this way. So, did I do that right? Did I do that right? Okay. Now let me see. So then what I'm going to do, I have some pretty paper, but a lot of this paper I just got recently from a dear friend who was just destashing. She said she felt overwhelmed because she had too much paper. So she just loaded me up with probably 2 feet of paper. And and so I don't know a lot of it. I don't know what brand. Oh, this one is Mariposa. One, I got one that's called a Mariposa. Let me see. Where could I put the thing? Yeah, this is one. This is one of my stacks that is so pretty. Mariposa die cuts with a view. But oh my gosh, the papers in here are beautiful. Just beautiful. But see, a lot of it very, and that's what I want is I want birds, I want nature, I want butterflies. Look how pretty. And so I love this one. And there was 2 packs of this paper in that bunch she gave me. But this is beautiful paper. Now, die cuts with a view. I'm not sure. I think Joanne Fabrics sells that one. I'm not sure. But what I want to do, now I will take, Now I think I want to round the corners on my pages, on my papers, with just a 1/4 inch round. So this will be in the, you know what I might want to do? Did I cut that at, what did I cut that? Yep, I cut it at 8.5. I may want to cut that at 8 3/4. I'll leave this one. Oh, is it, Luz? I did not know that. Mariposa is butterfly in Spanish. That, isn't that wonderful that we just learned? So now we're learning new languages even in our little circle of friends here. Spanish, mariposa is butterfly. That's great to know. Now I can speak Spanish. Bonnie Lipke. Hey, who threw Skittles all over the floor? That was T. That was Miss Artful Sassy Studios. She's usually the only one that causes any trouble. Yeah, that's right. See, that's who done it. That's who done it. So now when I put my pages, see, this will take a while. It'll take a while for me to finish this, but I'm one who works on something for a while, and then something else for a while, and then something else for a while, and then I have all them UFOs, unfinished objects. And so, and you don't get bored that way. If I just take this book and worked at it from beginning to end and not did anything else, and there is people that work like that, but well, I don't even call it work, I call it playing. Work is doing dishes. Yeah. So see there? Doesn't that look pretty? And then you still have that little bit of the book print on the edge, and it's a nice edge. And so I will go through this whole entire book, and I'm going to cover every page. But mostly I want to use the weight paper, like the lightweight paper, because if I use too much of the heavyweight paper, the whole book will get just too thick and stuff. Because I'll use the heavier weight paper on like the pockets and flaps and flips and flops. Let's see. Yep. So now this here paper, this didn't come out of the Mariposa. This isn't the butterfly collection, but it had green on it. So flowers and greenery on it. So that's why I said, we'll use that. And see, so I'm putting this in, and it does, and I'm not putting it all the way into the, you have to go do adulting, Sassy, and do dishes. Oh, yes, the pages would hold up to paint, Lucinda. So you could paint them rather than put paper on them, and that's going to depend on your book, on the pages in your book. This particular book, it would hold up to paint, because actually when you're on this edge of it, there's actually 4 layers of paper. This side, this side there's 4 layers. There's actually 4 page layers, and on this side there's 2. So it will hold up to paint. I don't think, unless you put a whole lot of paint, I don't think it even soaked through to the other side. So yep, that's just, and then I will wait till the very end before I decorate the cover. And because I don't want to mess up whatever I do on the cover of the book. So, but this is one way. A lot of us have done a lot of books also that you see how I just lose my Pixie Bee and me. Oh gosh, it's just I just draw blank sometimes. You know, a lot of us have made a journal, like we have taken a book cover, take the whole book out, the whole book block out, and then add our own signatures in, especially if we're making like a junk journal. And that's one way you can do it too. But this way you kind of have everything there already. It's just hi Malaya. It is good to see you. Joe adulting, just kidding. But yes, and so then as you start turning the pages, well then we can put pockets. So when you're like I'm using 12 by 12 papers to make my cut these two down, but then the extras that you cut off, pockets. You can have pockets or flaps and flip outs, you know, because you can make these go any way you want. You can make a flap that goes this way. You can make a flip out that goes this way. You can put a flip something here and make it flip this way. You can do so much with a page. But now see, like this page, if you were journaling on it, how pretty would that be? That, I mean, to look at all the journal here, journal space here, but I'm going to have it, I'm going to have a lot in it. I'm going to have a lot in that before I give this away. There's going to be a lot in it, but by putting that folded piece of paper on the edge, it just gives it a real finished, pretty edge, I do believe, in my own humble opinion. In my own humble opinion. I gotta cut me some paper. Come up here, paper thing. Paper cutter, upper. Yeah, I really do have to do some cleaning around this crazy place, because I am going to redo my camera and stick it over on the side somehow. And yeah. Oh, and then I have this too. This is called Flora. This is by Cartabella. But now these, I don't know if these pages are like cardstockish or if they're just paperish. But they've got a lot of cute little punch outs, letters. Let me check. Oh, let me check. You know what? Okay. Ooh, there's a lot of cut aparts in there. Gosh, Cheryl, if you're watching this, thank you so much. Look at this. So these are good to go in the pockets. This is nice and bright. Okay, so usually they have a, you know, when they're two-sided like this, it's kind of hard. See, I probably won't use a lot of real busy paper like this. Oh, look at these. Those are nice. Yeah, I probably won't use a lot of real busy, maybe here and there. Yeah, maybe here and there I will use like this. I really like that. I might use a busy page, but it wouldn't work for writing. So, but like this one, see, this is pretty. This is out of the Mariposa. This is the butterfly. This is the Spanish butterfly. Mariposa. See, we learned something. So I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4 because that is my book page size. 5 1/4, and then I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4 this way. 5 1/4. Is that what I said? Yeah, that's what I said. 5 1/4. And then I said I'm going to cut them a little longer, so I'm going to cut them at at then you say, oh, but what side do I want to have at the 8? And so instead of 8.5, I'm going to make it 8 3/4. Oh yeah, like that. And then that'll be a pocket. And then, oh, isn't that beautiful? Okay, I think I'm gonna cut this way at 8 3/4, and then this be a pocket. But I will probably 8 3/4 put this pocket will go on a different paper. I won't put this on the same paper. I would put this on a different paper. Paper plates, yes. Paper plates are good. I've got paper plates. Well, actually, they're styrofoam. Yeah, we don't have a lot of dishes anymore, you know, unless the kids unless the kids come over and we feel a need to feed them, which usually if one of the kids say they're coming over, I said, "What are you bringing to eat?" You know, and they kind of get the hint then that they need to stop and get something. Yeah, paper pots would be good. Well, you can cook with paper plates if you cook it all in the microwave. So what did I say? I said I'm gonna cut this at 5 1/4, I think. 5, yeah, 5 1/4. See, that's pretty too. These will be very pretty on the pages. 5 1/4. So I want to make every page special. Every page. And this is going to be 8 3/4. See, I'm thinking I'm remembering stuff. And then a pocket. Maybe we'll have a bird on it. I just love paper. I am a paper addict. I love it. Paper, paper, paper. Then I go then I go look for a scrap of paper to write something on it, a note or something. Can never find it. Can never find a piece of paper. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. This is pretty. Okay, so if oh, you know what? Oh, I think this would be pretty. If I go, what did I say? 5 1/4. 5 1/4. So if I cut this, oh, you know what I should have done? I should have cut that other side. Well, I didn't, so oh well. So oh well. And then this at 5 1/4. Like this one right here. That'll be fun because I don't want to lose that butterfly. Yeah, I don't want to cut off that butterfly. 5 1/4. And then even this will make is wide enough for a little edge tuck. That will work. And then this. Yeah, that's it, Bonnie. Foil and paper are best friends. Yes. I'm still going to make a rolled paper basket. I'm still working on my rolled paper. But see, that's what I mean. I got so many things going at one time. So many things always going at one time. And it's okay with me, though. I don't get angry with myself. So, because I get, you know, I don't know, I can't really say that I get bored. Oops. I can't really say I get bored because I don't really get bored, but I don't know. I've got a short attention span, maybe. And I got a short attention span. So I have to continually change what I'm doing. I've got different areas in my house that I do different things. And so no matter if I want to feel like being out in the other room, I got stuff to do out there. I got stuff to do in here. And anywhere I go in the house, I got something to do. different. In the summer, I make an oven outdoors with cardboard box and foil. That is awesome, Bonnie. We did that at Girl Scouts. I had a Girl Scout troop when my little girls were Girl Scouts, and we did that. We baked cakes out in the sun, in the box, in our box oven. Baked cakes in a cardboard box, and they really worked. It's amazing. I haven't tried it since Girl Scouts, though. I should. I should do that with Jeffrey one day. I really should. We don't actually swap any. We don't actually swap our ATCs, Karen. What we do is they're a challenge. So you put your February ATCs up, try to put them in the file. If you can load them in the file, which the instructions are there in the files how to put them in the file, they'll still go in the regular discussion page. And so they're basically a challenge, but we send off, because usually we make more than one. I mean, you can just make one for your own collection, and that's fine. But if you make more than one, then you've got some to just pick names and send them out. Just send them out as Happy Mail. I still don't like, I'm still not ready to start actual swaps. So, but as most people do, is a lot of people do, I've noticed with the cards now, is that they'll, and I've done it. I've sent out, people sent me one, and I write their address right on an envelope, and so I can get them one sent out. And that's kind of how I've done that. But I've got a lot to get sent out now, because there's been a lot going on in my family circle in the last couple of weeks, so I'm behind in things I need to send out. And we still have company for a week they're sleeping over at my son's house, but we're going to be pretty busy for this week coming. And so I don't think I'm going to do too much catching up, but then after this is all over, then I'm going to be, then I am on my own again, and I can get things cut up. But yes, we usually just send them out as Happy Mail. So nobody's expecting anything. Nobody expects anything in return, and I love it. I just love it. I love it. I love it. I want some more of it. Now, let's put that back down here. Got me a few pages cut. So now I don't know if I'm just thinking that maybe I want every page spread to kind of match. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if I should be allowed to think at this tender age of 69, but yes, I do. Oh, one of them I cut wrong because that's too long. I love seeing them. I love seeing all the pictures up on. I get so much inspiration because I said, "Oh, I love the way she did that. I got to try that." You know, some of these I didn't cut right. If that isn't just, yeah, that's okay. I'll make them work. If they're not cut right, I'll pretend that's what I wanted them to do. That's what I want them to do. See how I just throw things and then I just throw things around. Yeah, something there I cut wrong. Okay, that's all right. That's no problem. I can deal with it. Okay, so yes, they do, Dawn. They have everybody has so much talent. I do too. So many people are posting, and I'm surprised to see how quickly the group is growing. And there's like 350 members, something like that, 340. And so I am happy to see how they're growing. I haven't been real active in the group. Like I say, I've been, we have got a lot of family stuff going on right now. And so I'm going to get more active in posting in the group as time goes on, because usually our life is pretty laid back. Yeah. So, yeah, yeah. And I love seeing the posts that Miss Karen is updating us too on a regular basis with the children, how the children are doing, and doing so much with them. I'm just amazed at how many attributes that she has got out of just sending, just the attributes that she has come up with just these ATCs. It's like the whole project is growing so huge. Oh, it's 4 a.m. over there. Oh my goodness, yes. I'm glad you were here, Tina. I'm very happy that you were here. It gets to where I see now I'm I'm trying real hard to remember who everybody is and where you are from. And I know a lot. I know I remember quite a few. Now, Karen, I'm wondering, is it Massachusetts or Massachusetts? I think Pennsylvania. I think I told somebody Massachusetts, but I think it's Pennsylvania. Yes, the kids are like dry sponges. Mm-hmm. That's right. This is when Pennsylvania. Okay. PA. Pennsylvania. So yes. So anyhow, oops, I didn't get that corner. I didn't get that corner right there. I didn't get that one right there. So yeah, this book will be an ongoing project, and I will probably have. Oh, this is one that I cut too short. I will probably, if you watch the regular videos I put up, not the live streams, but you'll see as I go along with this. As it grows, you'll see it grow, because I think I want everybody to see it grow. So like then these two, and see, I cut that one a little short and this one a little long. With his ears cut short and his tail cut long. Yeah, I cut that one a little short. So that's okay. So what I'll do probably on this one is, because I'm cut it a little short, I will probably put a flap. I almost glued it with my hand cream. This is the best stuff. Oh, it's actually body cream. This is from Bath and Body Works. Is this from Bath and Body Works? I think so. I'm sure it is. Skin? Yeah, sweet pea. Gosh, it smells so good. Yeah, it's from Bath and Body Works, but it doesn't say it on there. It should. I have to keep lotion everywhere I'm at. I got a bottle of lotion in every room in the house. My skin is so dry. And then when it gets cold weather, it even gets drier. Oh, wait. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wait a minute. Let me scoot that up. I want it up. I just decided because I'm going to put a flap at the bottom. At the bottom. At the bottom. Oh, you lived in Berlin? Berlin? You mean like Berlin on the other side of the world, Trish? Wow. 90. Whoops. I just noticed that there's 92 people watching. 92 watching, hanging out with us in our little group. Holy moly macaroni. Wow. Hi, Lorena. And INGE, Ingy, or Inge, maybe. Good to see you. Good to see you, Inge. Good to see you, Lorena. Yes, body. I just love to go in that store, Cheryl, and just sniff. Oh, I love it. It smells so good in there. And then there's another store that's got, well, I shouldn't go in it because it's about a bunch of collectibles, but it's like a gift shop, but it always smells like cinnamon. So holy smoke. Cinnamon, they when they put that potpourri and stuff that smells like old stuff. It smells like old stuff, old stuff. I like the smell of old stuff. I may still go along these edges and ink them a little bit. The edges. I love the look of the edges when you see that book. The book pages on the edges. Yeah, sniff, sniff. That's what I like to do. I just go smell. I like smells. I hope I don't ever lose my sense of smell. I have one friend, well, my Nina friend, that she just turned 88 today. She's lost her sense of smell, and so she can't smell anything. And she says it makes it bad because she doesn't know if she has to. So when I go over there, she goes, "I need to change the litter pad, the little litter tray." No, I can't smell it. Can't smell it, Nina. And so she's so funny. 88 years old, and she acts like she's 16. I just love her. I got some of the most awesome friends. Now I have today 92 friends. Look right there. They have stuff to help you sleep. I don't have a problem with sleeping. Well, I do. I guess I have a problem with sleeping, but I'm one who sleeps for 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours, and then I'm awake for 3 or 4 hours. And then I sleep for 3 or 4 hours, and then awake for 3 or 4 hours around the clock, just like that. I don't know why. Do you know why? Um, the thumbs up, like you say, there's only 47 thumbs up. When I watch a video on my telephone, I can't find any place to put thumbs up. So so I don't so that's why I don't think there's always more people watching than we have thumbs up. And I think that's why, because some telephones you can't see where to. On my phone, there is no place. If I'm watching a video on my phone, there is no place to put a thumbs up. No place for me to put a comment. So, oh, even fabric softener sheets have too much fragrance. Now, there's some fragrances I cannot deal with. A lot of men's colognes are just too strong. Yes, that's true, Gail. On your TV, you can't put a thumbs up either. So I don't worry about thumbs up so much because I know some people aren't able to do it. They're not able to do a comment, not able to do a thumbs up. So it's okay. It's okay. They can go hitchhiking, put their thumb up. So yeah, how pretty is that? Now see this see now this particular page, this is busy paper, but it's pretty. So I want to put that paper down. But what I may do with this then is I might put a piece in here that you can journal on or use as a photo mat, or just a pocket, and in the pocket have maybe a small 4-page journal or something. I like to make little 4-page journals to go inside. And so you might put a photo mat up here, a pocket here with a little journal inside. You could have put a photo here, and then put a, what do you call it? A little journal inside there. I have one. I showed it. Do I have it in here, or where do I have it? Oh, I think so. I have to look in a minute. Um, I have one altered book that I'm using for a photo journal, and I still have like 3 or 4 pages to go on it. But let me see. Do I have it up here in this here stack of stuff? Everything I own is in a stack. Is this it? No, that's not it. That's not it. Okay, no, I guess I don't see it up here. I guess it grew legs and walked away, just like everything else. Gosh, if you could see the piles of stuff. Oh, I'll have to find that another day so you can have a look-see. But I have one of my journals like this that I have almost finished. Hi, Lisa. Good night, Lucinda. You get a good night's rest. You get a good night's rest. I'm so glad that you came in, Lucinda. Okay. Look at some of these papers. Well, I shouldn't say some of these papers because all of these papers are gorgeous. Don Fitzgerald, did I say hello to you? I don't remember. I need some new memory. You know, if you can put more memory in a computer, you should be put more memory in our people. People need more memory sometimes. If somebody would invent that, you know, boy, they'd be millionaires. Invent how to put more memory in a people. I'd be first one in line. Okay, I'm already past my normal time of departure. Usually my normal time of departure is my 11 o'clock. But look now so far. See there? Of course, the book cover is plain and boring. But then as you start turning the pages, look how nice. I think it's going to be gorgeously beautiful. I put that page upside down. Well, the butterfly's going right. This one's going upside down. Flowers up. That's okay. Who's going to know? This is the same paper, but different color. This one, I have this one going right. So I'll have each spread with matching paper, but different papers all the way through. But because I want it all to be nature, there's going to be butterflies, there's going to be birds, bird cage, and flowers, and I'll go throughout the whole book like that. And so, yeah, I like it. I like it already. See, it's already getting thicker. And so, but yes, it's going to be nice. And like the pieces that I cut off of the papers are going to be what I'm going to use inside for pockets and flips and such as that. And so, and yeah, I'm going to I've got to figure out, I haven't figured out on my YouTube channel yet how I can make um you pretend you're invisible. I love it, Malaya. That's wonderful. Yes, Debbie, this is going to be a journal. This is going to be a giveaway. I'm going to do the very best job I possibly can on this, and it's going to be a giveaway for when I get 6,000 subscribers, which I've got like over 5,000. So, which is amazing. It amazes me terribly. But then this is going to be a giveaway. This is probably a couple other smaller things, but this will be the main thing that's going to be my giveaway. But I'm going to be working on it, and I'm going to make it as pretty as I possibly can. And I know if I work on it nicely and slowly, that it will turn out. I know it'll be nice. Okay, this here is a very awesome book. You are stronger than you know. Words of hope and encouragement for somebody living with a chronic illness. And I love what's in it. Okay, so what I do usually is just open the book. So here I just open the book. All right. Make every day special. Make every day a day to celebrate life and be thankful. Take time to pull yourself away from all the noise and just look around you. Take inventory. Appreciate those you have enhanced excuse me, appreciate those who have enhanced the quality of your life and remember that they have been a gift to you. Also, remember that you're a gift to them too. Be grateful for the choices you've made, both good and bad. Accept your mistakes. You can't change them anyway. Appreciate yourself and your own uniqueness. Go outside and look at the sky. Soak in the atmosphere. Enjoy the colors of the landscape. Feel the textures of every place that you are thankful for. Smile at the world. Don't allow any negative feelings to creep into your consciousness. Feel the power of your own acceptance. Put a positive spin on every thought you have. Make every day special. Enjoy it. In, Own it. Bask in the glory of life. Appreciate the gift of your own life. And that was written by Donna Fargo. Donna Fargo has got a lot of entries in this book. Donna Fargo. So, yes. So, anyhow, that is our positive thoughts for today. And I want to thank you so much for coming, so much for coming. You just don't know how much I appreciate all of your caring and love. And I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make. And I will see you on the next video. God bless.